We're going to set up a satellite yard in Lamorlaye, which is just on the edge of Chantilly in France, to run alongside our English base. And we're going to be starting from the 1st of April and run through till July. So we've got a 3-month temporary licence to have a satellite base out in France. We're going to have a team based out there, so I've got two, really good members of staff that will be based there, and then Lamos and I between us. One will be here, one will be there at all times. So there'll effectively be a trainer at each establishment, 24/7. And the two girls that are heading out there for me, they're going to be permanently based out there for the 3 months as well. We're actually in Lamorlaye, which is on the on the edge of Chantilly, and pretty much has its own facilities as well, but has a bit more room, a bit more space than your central hub of Chantilly. So we've got a beautiful 15-box yard just in Lamorlaye, with everything on our doorstep. We've got walkers, we've got lunge pits, we've got literally the track is just 5 minutes from the yard. So we've got lots of options and grass scallops, everything pretty much similar to here, everything you could ever dream of for a training facility. We've obviously made several trips to the satellite yard over the winter, and I mean door to door from Newmarket to the yard, it takes us just over 5 hours, so it's very doable, and that's going on the Eurotunnel in a car. On the Eurostar it's even quicker. So certainly getting on the Eurostar on a Friday night to go and watch your horse run in one of the parish tracks on a Saturday or a Sunday is, sounds appealing to me, and hopefully a few people will take us up on that offer. Unfortunately, costs have nearly doubled, which obviously is a drawback, but I think for the prize money that you can pick up out there, it easily subsidises the extra cost of going. We've been really lucky in the sense that we use Rapido racing transport to help us with all the paperwork side of it, because post-Brexit there is an awful lot of paperwork that goes into it, but Rapido kindly do that all on our behalf. So it currently is going to, a return trip is costing us about £1,500 when we're using our own transport. So, that's what we're working it on. Each horse that goes out there will be on a return trip of £1,500. With terms of horses, we've certainly got a team of sort of at least 8 to 10 that will probably stay out there. We're hoping to have a variation of horses, and we've run a few there through the winter to try and get them a French handicap mark so that we can have some for the handicaps as well. So hopefully we'll have a nice overall selection to go for all of the different types of races that are on offer. The ones that are good enough to run in the big tracks, then your parish tracks will be targeting with those. But then your lesser horses that might not be quite as good, but there's still very good prize money to be had on offer out in the country tracks. So we'll target the horses at the right races, which is something we try to do both here and there. French owners' premiums are obviously a massive asset to French racing. If you've got a 2 or a 3-year-old, you're putting 80% on top of your prize money. So, for example, if you win a 10,000 euro race, you're going to get another 8,000 on top of it in premiums. So you're nearly doubling the prize money that is on offer. We've really targeted trying to buy the French breds for the premium side of things. But equally, we've taken a horse, for example, that we took over there in November. He won a claimer and got claimed and picked up 40,000 euros in the process. So, he'd have been running around for 5,000 here. So it really does make the difference, even with just a British bred horse. Most of the time that we go over there, we managed to secure Mikel Barcelona, and he's got a great strike rate for us. But obviously, don't get me wrong, during the season he's not going to be as available to us as he has been, over the winter and co. So, but again, it'll be best available, and there's plenty of good jockeys out there. So we'll try and get a relationship with 1 or 2 that we can use. French racing is obviously really accessible. You can get on the Eurostar, or equally most French tracks are covered with the TV coverage these days. So if you can either watch it from the comfort of your living room or come and enjoy a weekend in Paris.